Everybody who underestimated me when I told y'all that Bolau's sister, this woman that was allegedly said that she was his sister, Bible, that reached out to me. I wasn't asking, I wasn't looking, and said that Bolau was hospitalized and that Bolau, the people was telling her that he was brain dead. I came back the next day and told y'all, Pure Survival, that she said they changed it up and said that he had pneumonia, right? Shout out to Popcorn Planet, guys. Everybody shout out Andy Signor, Pure Survival. Andy Signor was first to get the first Bolau interview after this man was almost unalived. And Andy Signor asked Bolau, because everybody was talking about Bolau was unalived and all of that shit. Do y'all remember Tasha K cussing me out, Pure Survival? Because she got the blame. And I never blamed Tasha K. Pure Survival. I've never said that Tasha K gave up Bolau's motherfucking location, Pure Survival. So she cussed me out, tried to call me a liar, Pure Survival. You know what I'm talking about? And I was telling the truth the whole time. You know what I'm talking about? But let's hear it from Bolau. Listen to what Bolau say right here. Shout out to motherfucker Popcorn Planet.
Once again, everybody. I'm just glad to see you because I was getting emails. There were people saying, "Oh, Bilaal got unalived." There was a theory a while back. People trying to claim so he's not. We always are keeping an eye on tabs. And you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is we should all put that out there very clearly. Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time.
Wow. Spitting up through the mouth and spitting up from the back. Pure Survival. Oh my God. Didn't I tell you that these people will blow your back out during survival? You will get your whole back blown out and your frame will be laying in the goddamn corner. Pure Survival. Your whole frame. This man was spitting up through the mouth and spitting up through the tasty cakes, all up through his back. And I told y'all this shit, Pure Survival. Everybody thought that I was lying. And they wanted to believe Tasha K. Tasha K, you owe me an apology, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? And they hid the pictures. They hid the information. Who put Bolau in the hospital? Who poisoned him? Didn't y'all see didn't y'all hear me say that his sister, put a 1 in the chat if y'all heard me say his sister said that he was poisoned. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all did not hear me say that. Who poisoned him? The moment he exposed them, now the man's getting poisoned and his back is getting blown to the moon. I told y'all this.
We always are keeping an eye on tabs. And you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is, we should all put that out there very clearly.
Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time. And I begged the lady not to put out that video. I was in bad shape, Andy. Very bad.
He was in very bad shape, ladies and gentlemen. So when I said that his sister said that he had pneumonia, that he was brain dead, Pure Survival, he was in very bad condition. I told y'all that his sister said that he was almost at the crossroads, Pure Survival. Everybody prayers for Bolau. We must stand with Bolau. You know what I'm talking about? Bilaal is homeless right now. Pure Survival. This man had all kinds of money. He's been fighting Miss Alopecia and fighting Will Smith and Will Smith's Tasty Cakes all by himself. He went to court. Bilaal had cross-examined Miss Alopecia. She can't deny what happened to this man. That's where I was standing for Bilaal. This is crazy, guys. Let's hear it again.
He's not. We always are keeping an eye on tabs. And you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is. We should all put that out there very clearly.
Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time. And I begged the lady not to put out that video. I was in bad shape, Andy, very bad shape. And then I was in another car accident, and and everything I'm saying, I have receipts for. But it's so much information, Andy, that I have to give it to you little by little. I'm sure
everything he's saying that he has receipts for. And I came back and told y'all that Bilaal was in a car accident. Pure survival. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard me say that his sister ended up saying, well, he was in a car accident too. So the man gets his back blown, gets his tasty cakes tore out. After he talked about the Miss Alopecia boots and the fitted ball cap. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think Jada Pinkett has something to do with this pure survival. This man was in very bad shape. And he's going through health issues right now. I just feel so betrayed by the people who didn't want to believe me when I came to y'all and told y'all first. This is why Tasha K was mad at me, pure survival. I don't know why Tasha K didn't tell y'all first that he was in the hospital. And since I did, she took it out on me, pure survival.
No. And you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is, we should all put that out there very clearly.
Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time. And I begged the lady not to put out that video. I was in bad shape, Andy, very bad shape. And then I was in another car accident, and and everything I'm saying, I have receipts for. But it's so much information, Andy, that I have to give it to you little by little. I'm sure I'll be back. People who have brought the book and read the book.
And you hear that? He got to give it to us little by little. You understand what I'm saying? So he didn't even want to say what happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just horrible, guys. Shout out to Andy Signor. I'm glad to clear my name.
Even though I'm doing this in pro se, you can't imagine what it costs. You can't imagine. I have to meet with lawyers, the most powerful lawyers, and sit down for 2 hours with them just to get prepared for court, right? You have no idea the cost of any of this. But I guarantee you this, like I said before in closing, that, and just really quick, I said before that once I come out and as I start making headlines to show that Jada and Will have been committing crimes. For my opinion, Will Smith has been sued maybe I think 2-3 weeks ago, right?
And he's still saying that Will Smith has been committing crimes. And you remember the violinist came out and said that Will Smith allegedly blown his back out and he found HIV medication. You know what I'm saying? And YouTube, y'all got to find time to be pulling my people out. You know what I'm saying? When now we got the truth. We got Bilaal speaking right now on Popcorn Planet, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying?
Of a sexual nature, right? And then other people are coming forward against Will and Jada now. Then I did an interview really quick, Andy, on growing up Scientology, where I talk about some of the crimes that Will and Jada Pinkett Smith did within Scientology. People, this is huge what I'm doing. It is unprecedented. I'm not patting myself on the back. I will tell you that everything I say under penal of perjury. Everything that I'm saying in the media, on Popcorn Planet, anywhere, I am inside of a case now. And now
y'all see that? That's how you know that this man was never lying in the first place. He's under penalty of perjury, ladies and gentlemen. If he was to been telling a lie, the man would be done. You know what I mean? Shout out to Tameka Cassie. Just became a member during survival. Salute to you, Tameka. You know what I'm saying? We bringing the tea over here. And I protected motherfucking Bilaal by letting everybody know what happened to him. Nobody wouldn't have known that this man was hospitalized if I never came out and said it in the first place. Pure the Bible. Tasha wouldn't have told y'all. Nobody wouldn't have. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad Andy Signor asked him what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And he's still in the fight. And Jada's trying to get this thrown out. She's trying to get this thrown out. No, we're not going to throw this out. This man back, he lost all the back residue from his whole back being blown out.
Speaking on it. That's how confident that I am. And I'm not just asking, I'm begging for your support. This has been a 4-year journey. My health is declining. Of course, I told you I'm homeless because of this.
You hear this? His health is declining, ladies and gentlemen, and he's homeless right now. Prayers for Bilaal, pure survival. He said it again. His health is declining. Look at Ray J. Ray J got blood coming out of his ears, his motherfucking eyeballs, pure survival. He's still not even fully recovered from being in the hospital. Why would you think that he would say that my health is declining? My health is declining.
Saying in the media, on Popcorn Planet, anywhere, I'm inside of a case now, and I'm speaking on it. That's how confident that I am. And I'm not just asking, I'm begging for your support. This has been a 4-year journey. My health is declining. Of course, I told you I'm homeless because of this, but I will not stop. I am going to be the voice for the people who are scared. I'm going to be the voice of the people who have been oppressed and hurt by Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. And I will go down in history. Like I said, I will go down.
And Bilaal will go down in history. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe Bilaal. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't. Why would they take this man through all of this shit to the point of hospitalizing him, to the point of trying to silence him? We know about that Scientology. We know about all of this stuff. That's why I'm so glad that he's going to start doing his rounds and doing these interviews so motherfuckers will see what's really happening.
Your journey. My health is declining. Of course, I told you I'm homeless because of this, but I will not stop. I am going to be the voice for the people who are scared. I'm going to be the voice of the people who have been oppressed and hurt by Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. And I will go down in history. Like I said, I will go down in history and exposing these people, Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, for who they are. Once again, thank you for having me, Andy. Once again, everybody.
I'm just glad to see you because I was getting emails. There were people saying, "Oh, Bilaal got unalived." There was a theory a while back, people trying to claim. So he's not. We always are keeping an eye on tabs. And you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is. We should all put that out there very clearly.
Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time.
How do you spit up through the mouth and the back? Everybody smash that like button. Tell me that's not horrific. How did they get him to where he's spitting up out the mouth and they put a hole clearly in his back, pure survival, and he's spitting up out the back? Was he talking about spitting up out of his tasty cakes? Or do y'all think it's a hole in his back? Or whenever they ran down on him, because you know he was poisoned, they drugged him, you know what I'm saying, blown his back out, could have ran a train on him or something, but it was a hole in his back somewhere where the spit up was coming out, guys. This is crazy. Smash that like button, guys. Bilaal is a survivor, guys. He's a survivor.
Keep an eye on and you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is, we should all put that out there very clearly.
Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time. And I begged the lady not to put out that video. I was in bad shape, Andy, very bad shape. And then I was in another car accident, and and everything I'm saying, I have receipts for. But it's so much information, Andy, that I have to give it to you little by little. I'm sure I'll be back. People who have brought the book and read the book told me they had to read it twice. They cried. They cannot believe just the pain, the amount of pain that I've been through. And
wow. The people even cried when they looked at this book, guys, when they read, because of the pain and the horror and the trauma of surviving Jada Pinkett and surviving Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? I believed this man from the very start. From the very start. And I told y'all about the damn car flipping over. I told y'all all of that. And Jada Pinkett trying to get this shit swept under the rug, guys. She came out trying to get this shit thrown out. Now Bilaal has to come out and interview and tell people what's going on. That Scientology stuff is literally deep. It is deep. And if you know too much information, clearly, they got ways of trying to unalive you. You know what I'm saying? That's maybe why his sister reached out to me and she didn't go to a bigger outlet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But look, this is what Jada's trying to do right now to Bilaal.
Pinkett Smith, she is asking a court in California to dismiss a $3 million lawsuit that was filed against her by a former friend of Will Smith's. So this man, his name is Bilaal Salam. So first, before the lawsuit was filed, this man was the same guy who was a former friend of Will Smith's that alleged in an interview that he walked in on Will Smith and Dwayne Martin engaging in sexual acts, allegedly, right? So following that, Jada Pinkett Smith, including here at the Breakfast Club, she sat down and did a lot of interviews and talked about the fact that it was all BS and that this was what she alleged then and is saying now in her request for this lawsuit to be dismissed was just something that was made up to target her family because of who they are and basically a shakedown. Let's take a listen to Jada Pinkett Smith on the Breakfast Club back in 2023 talking about this lawsuit.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love?
It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense.
Put a 1 in the chat if y'all believe she's lying. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all believe Miss Alopecia is telling the truth. Pure survival. She talking about it's ridiculous, right? You want this lawsuit thrown out? Why didn't you sue Bilaal? Pure survival. Why are they trying to unalive Bilaal? Why did Bilaal get poisoned for? Why was Bilaal allegedly brain dead? Okay? Why is Bilaal saying, yes, I was in the hospital. Yes, I was in very bad condition. Yes, my health is declining as I'm still surviving Miss Alopecia and her Timberland boots and her fitted ball cap with the dildo. Why? You know what I'm saying? She said we was going to fight him. It's a shakedown. She still haven't sued him yet. Pure survival. Clearly, they trying to take him out.
Something that was made up to target her family because of who they are and basically a shakedown. Let's take a listen to Jada Pinkett Smith on the Breakfast Club back in 2023 talking about this lawsuit.
How does it feel in 2023 to still have those same rumors out about people you love?
It's ridiculous, right? And it's nonsense. And this is a person that tried a shakedown, a money shakedown that didn't work. We're going to take legal action. Because it's one thing to have your opinion about somebody versus just making up salacious, malicious stories. Mm-hmm. So that's actionable. So we're going to roll with that.
She's right. You can't just accuse people of hot butt sex without any proof of hot butt sex.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well, she's.
I guess you're right.
That sums it up pretty much. But he's saying that because of the interviews that she did, the interview she did here at the Breakfast Club, the interview she did at TMZ when she was leaving the Breakfast Club, and just the fact that he says that she walked up on him and threatened him at one point. He alleges that
she walked up on Bilaal and threatened his life. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all think that Jada Pinkett walked up on Bilaal with her goddamn $1 million crew and threatened that man's life. Put a 2 in the chat if y'all don't believe him. If y'all don't believe him. Because I believe him. Why would he mysteriously go to the hospital after all of that? And Tasha K got mad at me and tried to say that I wasn't telling y'all the truth. Remember this?
Jamil Peterson, Mr. I Am Comedy. Jamil Peterson, now you may think this is a cool shout out because you don't care, but I guarantee you the same way don't nobody watch media takeout right now is the same thing that's going to happen to your site.
So it sounds like Tasha is ready to blackball me. I never did anything wrong to you, Tasha. I jumped into all kinds of beefs. Yeah, I said that Cardi B sued you for $4 million and you only paid $35. From the Bible. I said that, Tasha, but I was only joking. You know what I'm talking about? Why are you going to make the winos come after me, Tasha? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, If y'all listen to every video I made, I never blamed Tasha. I did not say that Tasha gave up Bilal's location. I was saying Tasha does great motherfucking work. Tasha, now y'all see that? I never said that Tasha K gave up Bilal's location. I didn't. But that's why she got mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she might be pulling people out of my YouTube right now. You know what I mean? But long as y'all know that Bolo came out and spoke, and that hospital shit really happened, and the car accident, everything I said. And Will is coming out with a big smile on his face, like he's not worried about nothing, because he knows that all of this stuff is going to disappear. Here's a Bible. Ain't no way that I'm going to be smiling, I'm going to be laughing if I know that all of this stuff is out there. The only way I'm going to be smiling like this is if I know that I'm going to be able to silence these people, that these people is not going to be able to get their word out. We have different ways to silence people. And look at the people that surrounding Will. These are some big time
The Epstein files reveal the largest genocide in human history, and it is being hidden from your eyes. 8 million children go missing every single year. Look at all these people with black eyes. Politicians, your famous actors, the Pope, high-level people.
High-level people, the Pope, all of these different people. And they're already stating that Jada Pinkett's name is in the Epstein files too. This is what I heard. So I'm glad that I told y'all first that what happened to Bilaal, and he's confirming it.
You know what you and Diddy was doing together in your younger years. All that's coming out.
Who else did you see allegedly on the tapes?
Tyrese with Will and Jada. Then the one with Charlie Mack and Will. Jada's not on it, but you can hear her say, make him spit up. Period. I'm giving y'all the update that Bilal's alleged sister is saying that they're trying to tell her that the man is now brain dead, pure the Bible, and he can't talk and he can't speak right now. And they're trying to make her have to make a huge decision. And I told her, do not make the decision and take him off of life support. Pure the Bible. He said, you know Will with me. You know Diddy made me suck his. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck.
You know, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline.
And he's surrounded by so much strength and so much love. And all he got to do is add discipline. What did Will Smith mean when he was telling this young boy that Bilaal said that they blonked his back out? All he got to do is have discipline and all this type of stuff. To me, it sound like it was grooming Will. Y'all was telling him he got to have discipline. No, you got to open, them cheeks and let us get inside if you want to go to a higher level. I believe Bilaal. Do not make the decision and take him off of life support. Pure the Bible. He said, you know Will with me. You know Diddy made me suck his. You know what's going on. You know Charlie made me suck.
You know, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
Will Smith's former best friend of almost 40 years has sued his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying that she threatened to end his life. Now, Jada has said she was going to sue him first, but apparently he has beat her to the punch.
See that? Jada said she was going to sue Bilaal first, guys. Y'all really got to put that together. Why is she going so hard trying to get the lawsuit thrown out? $3 million to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett is like motherfucking 3 cents. Pure Bible. You know what I'm saying? No, they're trying to get rid of that man. And I'm glad he spoke.
And all he has to do is add discipline, and he's going to be all right.
Will Smith's former best friend of almost 40 years has sued his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, saying that she threatened to end his life. Now, Jada has said she was going to sue him first, but apparently he has beat her to the punch.
Say what now? Not brother Bilaal fighting for his life in Colombia after he suffered a sudden pneumonia attack. Yes, the same pneumonia that Kim Porter and a bunch of other celebrities mysteriously died from.
And now you hear Bilaal said that he was poisoned. The same way Kim Porter, the same way this actor right here from 8 Mile, everything that I told y'all, Bilaal said it himself today. You know what I'm saying?
Right when they started talking a little too much. As we speak, it is being reported that he is allegedly brain dead or in a coma, and his family hasn't even heard from him. Mind you, this comes right after Ray J also just got sent to the hospital for the same thing. Baby, they are cleaning the house, and it looks like they are using their favorite illness, pneumonia, as a cover-up. What's crazy is that these past few days, Bilaal has been exposing Will Smith and Diddy like crazy. And in fact, he is currently in the middle of a lawsuit with Jada right now, because apparently she threatened to take his...
Yes, look at that demon. Let's get back to it.
Is that these past few days, Bilaal has been exposing Will Smith and Diddy like crazy. And in fact, he is currently in the middle of a lawsuit with Jada right now, because apparently...
Let's go. Everybody, smash that like button if this looked like the devil. Smash that like button if this looked like the devil right here. If this don't look like the devil, then don't smash that like button. If you seen this woman hovering like this over your bed at nighttime with a pair of Timberland boots and a fitted ball cap with this goddamn crazy demonic goddamn thing, pure survival, with a man taking a doodle sitting behind her. He's taking a demonic doodle. Smash that like button if this woman looks evil. That man was threatened. His life was threatened. They almost took his life. Every goddamn thing. Why did she choose this outfit right here? What movie is this from? Pure survival. This ain't Jason Lyrics. This ain't Set It Off. This ain't A Low Down Dirty Shame. Pure survival. Where did she have this on at, guys? At the dungeon. At the dungeon. You know what I'm saying? And that man literally got his cake spread wide open. Poop residue everywhere.
What's crazy is that these past few days, Bilaal has been exposing Will Smith and Diddy like crazy. And in fact, he is currently in the middle of a lawsuit with Jada right now, because apparently she threatened to take his life if he didn't stop talking. And now this happens? Is this all a coincidence? So why exactly was Bilaal in Colombia to begin with? Let's get into it. Now, before we get into what is happening with Bilaal, let's get into the lawsuit he filed against Jada, because he pretty much made it clear that his life was in danger. So according to the $3 million lawsuit he filed against her, Jada threatened his life after he went on Tasha K multiple times to spill the tea about Will's alleged gay affair with Dwayne Martin, and how he allegedly essayed Brashear when he was just 17 years old. Bilaal claims Jada confronted him in the lobby of the Regency Calabasas Commons in September 2021, warning that if he continued telling her personal business, he would end up missing or catch a bullet.
She told that man if he go on another interview, he's going to end up missing if he keeps telling her business, or he's going to catch a bullet. Instead, the man was poisoned. Instead, the man was ran down, mysteriously, this car accident, you know what I'm saying? After he went up and spoke against her.
Of the Regency Calabasas Commons in September 2021, warning that if he continued telling her personal business, he would end up missing or catch a bullet. Not only that, after failing to get him to sign an NDA, she allegedly followed him to his car while continuing to issue verbal threats. And as I said, the reason Jada was apparently doing all this was that she didn't like the fact that Bilaal was on the internet running his mouth about her business. Bilaal started coming for Will back in 2023 when he made some alarming claims about the time he walked in on Will Smith getting his cheeks dug into by...
Look, getting his cheeks dug in. Y'all see Will right there hovering on the ground. You telling me that that's not a sign of somebody that knows how to back it up? How to back it up? He's on the ground like a freak-off frog? Like I said, guys, because I see right now, I'm not going to keep sitting here playing games with YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But Bilaal was definitely in the hospital. The whole brain dead situation, that was a fact, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming out of his mouth. And all I wanted to do was clear my name, you know. And Tasha, she thought like I was blaming it on her because everybody was going over there asking Tasha K, like, yo, why ain't you tell us Bilaal was in the hospital? Why ain't you tell us? She felt like I was telling y'all that she gave up his location or some shit like that. And I never did that. All I did was defend Tasha K. I defended Tasha K's finger waves, everything about it. You know what I'm saying? But you hear it from Bilaal himself. From Bilaal himself.
Theory a
Yeah.
while back, people trying to claim. So he's not. We always are keeping an eye on, always keeping tabs. And you will not be unaliving yourself, right? This is. We should all put that out there very clearly.
Well, there was a car accident and there was a poisoning. So I was sick. There's video of me inside of emergency room, spitting up in the mouth and also through the back at the same time. And I begged the lady not to put out that video. I was in bad shape, Andy, very bad shape. And then I was in another car accident, and all of and everything I'm saying, I have receipts for. But it's so much information, Andy, that I have to give it to you little by little. I'm sure I'll be back. People who have brought the book and read the book told me they had to read it twice. They cried. They cannot believe just the pain.
That's all I needed y'all to hear, guys. And I'm not gonna keep going on because YouTube is playing games right now. They're not letting people come in. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm giving y'all the truth that that whole situation really happened. Yes, make sure y'all get the book. All I wanted to do was let y'all know that his sister, whether that was his real sister or not, whoever it was, I thank her for reaching out, letting me know that. You know what I'm saying? To let you guys know. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't have never know. We wouldn't have never known. We wouldn't have never known at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to do was come up here and let y'all know. And Jada Pinkett is trying to get this thing thrown out. You know what I'm saying? But Bilaal, we're going to keep fighting. Everybody go to Popcorn Planet. Make sure y'all listen to that whole interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hold y'all up. I just wanted Bilaal to confirm that he was in the hospital. He was in bad motherfucking shape, which is brain dead, which he was poisoned. All the shit that I said. You know what I mean? But salute to y'all. Thank y'all so much. Like I said, it's a reason why they're not trying to let me talk to a certain amount of people right now. So I'm not going to stay in here. But make sure y'all hit that hype button, hit that like button. I'll be back later on. Pure survival.